are learning about geometry. Now in this module I will be teaching you 11th lesson, triangles and its properties. We are going to 11th lesson, triangles and its properties. In this module we will see the types of triangles. Now triangles, what is a triangle? Triangle is made up of 3 line segments which are joined together and it has 3 vertices, as you know. Now the first type of triangles is based on the sides. Based on the sides of a triangle, we can divide the triangle into 3 types. They are scalene triangle, equilateral triangle and isosceles triangle. Based on the sides of any triangle, we can classify them as scalene triangle or equilateral triangle or isosceles triangle. What is a scalene triangle? When the sides are not equal, all the 3 sides are different, then that triangle is called a scalene triangle. Suppose I take a triangle ABC in such a way that AB is not equal to BC is not equal to CA. Each side is different, of different length. The sides are of different lengths. Then such a triangle is called a scalene triangle. Now the second type of triangle where all the sides are equal. When all the sides of the triangle are equal, such a triangle is called an equilateral triangle. In an equilateral triangle, all the sides are of equal length. They are of the same length. Suppose I take the triangle ABC, then in that triangle, if AB is equal to BC is equal to CA, it is an equilateral triangle. Now the third type of triangle based on the sides, that is called an isosceles triangle. What is an isosceles triangle? If 2 sides of the triangle are equal, then it is called an isosceles triangle. Suppose I take the triangle ABC in such a way that AB is equal to AC. The lengths of AB and AC are equal, then it is an isosceles triangle. So this is the types of triangle based on sides. Now we will see the type of triangles based on angles. If the angles, based on the angles, we can classify them into 3 different types. What are they? Acute angle triangle, right angle triangle and obtuse angle triangle. Now what is an acute angle triangle? If each angle of any triangle is less than 90 degrees. Each angle should be less than 90 degrees, then it is an acute angle triangle. Next one is right angle triangle. What is right angle triangle? If any one angle is 90 degrees, equal to 90 degrees, then it is a right angle triangle. If any one angle is equal to 90 degrees, then it is a right angle triangle. Next one, obtuse angle triangle. What is an obtuse angle triangle? When any one angle is greater than 90 degrees. Any one angle is greater than 90 degrees, then it is an obtuse angle triangle. So these are the types of triangles based on the angles. Now we will see about median and altitude of triangles. What is a median? Suppose I take triangle ABC and if D is the midpoint of the base, this BC is called the base of the triangle. Then if D is the midpoint, what do you mean by midpoint? It is such a point that divides the line BC, line segment BC into 2 equal halves. D is a point which divides BC into 2 equal halves. That is BD will be equal to DC. BD and DC will be be of equal length. Then B is called the midpoint. Now, what is median? The line which joins the vertex to the midpoint of its opposite side. The line which joins a vertex to the midpoint of its opposite side. Now here vertex is A and the opposite side of A is BC and D is the midpoint of BC. So the line here AD, that is, it is connecting the vertex A to the midpoint D of BC. That is called the median. Here AD is the median of the triangle ABC. So AD is the median. Once again I will tell, the definition for median is the line which joins the vertex to the midpoint of its opposite side. Here you have three vertices, isn't it? So you have B also and C also. They are also vertices. Now if I have a midpoint to the opposite side, which is AC, then I can connect B to that point. So I will have a median here. And same way, if I have a midpoint opposite to C on this line AB, if I have a midpoint on AB and if I connect C to that midpoint, then I will have a median here also from C. So from A 1 median, from B 1 median, from C 1 median. Therefore, in this triangle we can have 3 medians. So in any triangle there will be 3 medians. What is an altitude? Altitude, or in other words height, is the line perpendicular from any vertex to its opposite side. A perpendicular line drawn from a vertex of a triangle to its opposite side. That is called an altitude or a height of that triangle. So from here, suppose I say A is the vertex in this triangle. From A, I am drawing a perpendicular line. That means it should make 90 degrees at the base, opposite side, which is BC. So AD is a perpendicular drawn from A to BC. So AD is the altitude of this triangle ABC. In the same way, we can draw perpendiculars from B to AC and from C to AB. C to AB. So such lines are also called altitudes. So we have 3 altitudes for any triangle. 3 altitudes can be drawn for any triangle. We have 3 medians as well as 3 altitudes for any triangle. Okay students, now we will see some sums in exercise 11.1. I will discuss that orally with you and you need not write in the CW. This is just a review of what you have learnt already. So you can just note it down in your book itself with pencil and you need not write it in CW. So please understand that clearly. You need not write anything for exercise 11.1 in CW, that is in your geometry notebook. You can just note it down with pencil as you are seeing this video in your book itself. So here the first question, you see there is a figure given in this figure. PQR, it is a triangle. Now some questions are asked under that. Before going to the questions, I will just try to review the points that you have learned earlier by asking you a few questions. You can answer them by yourself. Now in this triangle PQR, which are the vertices? Which are the vertices in triangle PQR or vertex? One vertex is P, another vertex Q, another vertex R. Okay. Now, which are the sides of the triangle PQR? Yes, one side is PQ, another QR and another side PR or RP. So that is, these are the three sides. PQ, QR and RP are the three sides of the triangle. Okay. Now, which are the angles of the triangle PQR? You may say angle P, which is at vertex P, angle P, and angle Q, angle R. So, angle at the vertex P is called angle P, then angle Q at the vertex Q, angle R at the vertex R. These are the three angles. So, you can tell them as angle P, angle Q, angle R also. Now, see the first question. Name the vertex opposite to side PQ. Name the vertex opposite to side PQ. Which is the vertex opposite to side PQ? It is R. So here the vertex opposite to side PQ is R. You can note down in your book. Second one, name the side opposite to vertex Q. Name the side opposite to vertex Q. Which is the side opposite to vertex Q? It is the side PR. So for the second question, it is PR. This is the side opposite to vertex Q. The third one, name the angle opposite to side QR. Name the angle opposite to side QR. Which is the angle opposite to side QR? Here side QR, and what is the angle opposite to that? It is angle P. So you can mention that as angle P. Instead of simply writing P, you can write it as angle P, because you should make a difference between vertex and angle. Vertex means it is simply represented by a letter, vertex R. But angle means you should put the symbol of angle before that letter. So it is angle P. Now see the fourth question. Name the side opposite to angle R. Name the side opposite to angle R. Which is the side opposite to angle R? That is PQ. So you can mention that as PQ. So you can note it down side of this questions in question number 1. Now see the second question. There some figures are given. Look at the figures given below and classify each of the triangle according to its A. sides and B. angles. You may judge the nature of the angle by observation. Here it is not mentioned, the measures of the angles are not mentioned. You can just judge them by observing. So some figures are given. You need to classify them according to the sides of the angle, according to the angles of the angle. So I will take the second subdivision first. You see the second subdivision. Here triangle LMN is drawn and the measures are LM 10 centimeters, MN 6 centimeters and LM 8 centimeters. First we will classify it according to the sides. Based on the sides, how to classify them. The first one, this triangle if we take, all the sides are different. One is 6 centimeter, one is 8 centimeter and one is 10 centimeter. All the sides are different. Therefore, it will fall under which type of triangle? Scalene triangle. So, this is a scalene triangle. The next one, we have triangle PQR, third subdivision. You can see the third subdivision in your book. It is triangle PQR and in that the measures are given. PQ 6.5 centimeter, QR 6.5 centimeters and PR also 6.5 centimeters. All the three sides are equal in this triangle. In such a case, it is called as an equilateral triangle. All three sides are equal. Therefore, it is an equilateral triangle. Then we can see the fourth subdivision. In fourth subdivision we have ABC triangle. In that triangle AB is 11 centimeter, BC is 7 centimeter and CA also is 11 centimeter. Here we have two sides to be equal. BC and AC are equal. In such a case, what type of triangle will that be? It is an isosceles triangle. So it is an isosceles triangle. So based on the sides, we have classified these three triangles. Now we will classify them based on the angles. Based on the angles, what type of triangle is triangle LMN? Here we see this notation. I already told you, if you have this notation, it is 90 degrees. So if any one angle is 90 degrees, what type of triangle is that? It is a right angle triangle. So triangle LMN is a right angle triangle. The next one, third subdivision, triangle PQR. Here the angles are not mentioned, but we know that each one is smaller than 90 degrees. It is not more than 90 degrees, it is lesser than 90 degrees. And another point we should know that in any equilateral triangle, all three angles will be equal and that will be 60 degrees, because 180 degrees divided by 3 will be 60 degrees. So each angle is 60 degrees less than 90. Therefore, it is an acute angle triangle. The last one, fourth subdivision, which is triangle ABC. Here we have one of the angles to be obtuse. It is mentioned like this. That means it is more than 90 degrees. So if any one angle is obtuse, then it is more than 90 degrees, means that triangle is called, yes, obtuse angle triangle. So we can note it down as obtuse angle triangle. So it is enough if you write it nearby or below each angle, each triangle. You can note down that they are right angle triangle, acute angle triangle and obtuse angle triangle. Now you can see the third sum. In the adjoining figure, triangle PQR, if D is the midpoint of QR, then they are asking some questions. Now in triangle PQR, D is the midpoint of QR. They are saying D is the midpoint of QR. Now what is PM? They are asking the first question. Line segment PM is dash. Line segment PM is dash. Here PM, that means M is drawn from P to M, and the notation of perpendicular is given. So PM is a perpendicular drawn from P to QR, vertex P to QR. So it is the altitude. Therefore PM is an altitude. Next one, what is PD? Segment PD is dash. Here D is the midpoint. D is the midpoint of QR. Therefore, the line which connects the vertex to the midpoint of its opposite side is called what? Median. Therefore, line segment PD is a median. And the third question, they are asking, is QM equal to MR? Is QM equal to MR? Will it be equal? No, because M is not midpoint. Which is the midpoint here? D only is the midpoint. So QM will not be equal to MR, whereas which will be equal? QD will be equal to DR. Only those two segments will be equal. QD and DR will be equal, but QM and MR will not be equal. So with this we will complete the exercise 11.1. I am not going to do the remaining sums for you. So if you are interested, you can try them down by your own self and you can do it in your rough. need not write them in the CW. Thank you, students.